Hey friends, welcome back to my card game. Welcome to Granny Card Game. Like, share, subscribe, you feeling the vibe. YouTube, maybe YouTube. You're not gonna feel your vibe. Yo, I need my money, yo. Parental discretion is advised. This is why I need my money. Look, this fell on the table first. The mentor. Look, exposure, intuition, the star. I told y'all want to come play cards. The uni, the tower, and the four wands. See, that's what they was trying to do. But I spotted them, right? I had to get myself together about this seven of nines. I had to get a strategy together for it because I had to put up the resistance in regards to them trying to keep passing my money back and forth. That's the travel with the six of swords. But see, authentically blessed, like I said, they still in my intellectual property. Like and two, I know people say, "Oh, this that has nothing to do with the principle of the shit, the disrespecting of me and the thieving of my money." Everybody's seen the shit. That's why they reaping the benefits. For real, they don't look like they belong in wheelchairs. Some of them are decrepit. Some of them hide in the shit. Watch how irritated they be. Now, see when they sent me to those mental health situations, that's how I knew what a manic, depressive, and people like that was. That's how I was like, the bitch try to put that on me, I'll smack that shit about you. Parental discretion advice again. I'm just saying that's how I was feeling because people be acting all irate like they can't control their spasms. But when they want something, they do. So with this blessed star, I came and exposed them. I didn't. Didn't I come in all vibe and I told them I don't play no game? Don't be scared if you see the red though. You know that, right? Unless you on the other side of the fence. This is why we hear the footsteps. The Hierophant. What is the Hierophant? That's the God card. That's the grandfather them card. Like I said, I wasn't supposed to be the then. I was supposed to be a rogue because I was able to blend in with them. I just didn't do what they did, so then I don't have to worry about getting on it, wondering how long it's gonna take for me to get off parole. Look, the intuition. So really, when we was playing court in school and all that shit, I really was the judge. Look how I came back in on them. The intuition. Look, this the Queen of Cups. That's what you want to come play cards, niggas. You want to play some spades? Like I said, get down on it, friends. Look at this, the federal penitentiary, the four bonds. Here we go. Ain't nobody getting out of that. We take men, women, and children. Y'all see that shit? Now, see, you know what? What was lost, I found. I ain't find that money, y'all. Grandpa knew. People don't be believing this shit, but I don't know how to. It just come. It's in my blood. How about that? My blood is telling me. Make sense? It is. I tell you, you know how you can feel something. You don't gotta know somebody. Like when I come in proximity to certain people, I feel connected to them. That's why I was like, I can feel a bitch pain, and if you want some of mine, touch the road. I had to learn to move around in the dark because of the people. But anyways, look, I resisted their swords. This is the six of swords, but right underneath, it's the seven of swords. Ain't that something? So I was right. I resisted it before I even pulled it, John. And the eight of wands, those are the messages. Now tell me nigga ain't invest their time. See what I was doing when I had that music blaring? Going elsewhere. That's how I was working. Like, what if everything get fucked up and we really are, nobody practice quarantine? I seen people get more friends than they probably ever had in a lifetime. It was a party every goddamn day. Look, it was eight of wands every day. Hey, come over here, party over here, party over here. Now, especially when you stole all that liquor. Going elsewhere. And now I ain't know where to fucking go because of this shit. And y'all ain't good enough to come to the library. They got AC in here. Nice and people, they friendly. You know, you could party with your headphones on, y'all. Don't be trying to fuck everything up with the seven of pentacles in reverse. Don't fuck up everything. Damn. Look. Ooh. Ten of cups with the seven of swords in reverse. Like, don't be doing that work. People be trying to work all kinds of work. There's not no job. I ain't got you niggas. Don't you wish I was in your game now? I ain't no ride or die though. Because the things that you have to do to survive it is worse than just regular talking to the birds and, using your resources correctly. That's why I came in with the devil in reverse. Like, bitch, kill yourself. I wasn't playing. Y'all see what all I went through? You wouldn't even been, y'all probably would have really did it though. But the shit they did to me, y'all wouldn't even believe it. Like I said, you ain't got to feel bad for me, but please keep your distance and somebody who pull in charge of the bag for me. Hey, friends, you got some empty pockets over here. Need a filling. My tooth need a filling. And I got to get some toothpaste. Who granddad, who want to get in the wheel, who want to ride in granddad's wheelchair? Huh? How about that? Look, problematic situation is a problem, but the commercial's playing and everything. I might as well turn it off. Oh, that's the way it go on Love Train? Yeah, see what the Love Train did? It dragged them. With the hangman in reverse. Trying to win at all costs. I'm fixing these cards, y'all. This wasn't supposed to be like this. But it's all right. Y'all got the time today? Huh? We ain't slime today, y'all? It started raining. I was trying to come in here with a little more, something a little more fun. But it ain't never fun when you get caught when the sun shine on you, huh? With the regrets card. But when the sun shine on you, let me pour you a drink. Let me pour you a drink. So now that these are in order, we're gonna go with that Blessed Star. What's so authentic? 2017. Yeah. The Sun card and the Eight of Cups. So in order to be authentic, you have to walk away from the emotions and show shit for what it was. Look, this baby is naked on this horse. You can't show nothing but that. And with the sun to back it up. When I back it up, hey, what you gonna do? Look, I backed it up. When I walked away from them stupid people, them unauthentic fuckers. God damn it. That's why they want me in church. They should have let me stay in church. I probably wouldn't have so much. Yeah, I have. I'll be worse, y'all. Come to my Sunday school. We'd have been smoking all the weed. That's what they was doing. See, I would have been smoking weed. They be drinking and everything. Yeah, with the Hierophant card. But the King of Cups know too. He know he mad. See, I got this on the King of Wands, but the Hierophant. So that's somebody, a player. Then I say pimps and whores. Then you got the Queen of Cups. That could be somebody loving the crew. That's how she was able to stay down with the merge card. Like, yo, I do whatever you, if you ask me to. I just might change my mind. And that's how they got married. And they got married to the game. But they said tonight, remember, they came in as fraudsters. That's why I said y'all shouldn't have played with me. Now, who's the daughter? I know who caught you. Told you, you teach him the fish, he can catch a lot. But if you just go for him, he ain't gonna get much. Strategize and put up a resistance against the non-factors that come up in your life. Especially when you know you blessed. You can, like I said, you cannot take away what God gave me with this double of the sun. And if you ain't got no feelings, I ain't got no ceilings to the universe. We go. You want Spider-Man to jump on you? Who's in despair? Oh, the exposure got y'all in despair. With the sun card, the blessed star exposed you guys. And this is how you guys, because I had to get like them. Like I said, you got to get it and how they said you defeat your opponent, you get on their level. You square in on them, even if you don't know who they is. You square in on them. Let me show y'all, teach y'all something. Why my school was different from y'all school and much better because I got the inside and the outside job. For real, if something was worth paying, I could sit at a motherfucking computer all day and do data entry all goddamn day. I mean, DSS would be clean as a motherfucker, wouldn't it? Y'all be in and out that bitch so fast, couldn't nobody tell us nothing. They were like, damn, where all the people at? Now we can tell them to go make some more babies. Don't take no plan B. Think it's a game. We can increase the food stamps by 100, y'all. I have everybody pregnant by the night. Go look on the internet. See. That's what was going down when they stole my money. Like I said, never play with somebody who wasn't playing with the dummies. I ain't had to go to school with y'all. Look out the teeth. And I learned from the outside sources too. Like I said, everybody has something to bring to the table. That's why I didn't switch sides. I just wanted to just switch them off. For real, you think I wanted to turn off the lights on them? So with the Hierophant card, that's a mentor. Look, the blessed star exposed, the mentor of those people, the main energy of those people, whether it was male or female, when it comes down to this intuition card. And it could represent the Empress. Y'all see, I made these. I'm not playing with nobody. That's why I don't fuck with people. Like I said, I don't read you guys. I'd rather you just keep it 100 with me off the gate. If you ain't shit, just say that. But don't display it. You know what I'm saying? You better have big discipline because I just want to just see something. I want to see something. Remember that? Like, come here real quick. Let me show you something. That shit funny though. I just be cracking jokes. But you know I know too. And I know more. Ain't mine more fun though? When you would want to redirect that energy, that's why I got into art. More exclusive with my art. No, I can't draw no portrait or nothing. So don't come asking me stupid shit that you can't even answer. Deal? It's work. I found plenty of hobbies. Look, the Empress, I could do anything. I can do anything. It's called arts and crafts. With the Hierophant card, oh wow, that's not supposed to be a reverse. With no school, right? Right? Ain't nobody teach me this. This came with my drive to live. That's why I said whoever don't want to, I'll take their cup and take it to the king. I'll tell you how to, let me tell you how you need to be remembered. Who watching this? They watching how we supposed to, this was supposed to do this. But anyways, see, I told you go everywhere with it. With the mentor, somebody is disgraced because they tried to hide me as well with the mentor and the Ace of Swords. That caused the Ten of Swords to them because I wasn't letting nobody take my shit. You're going to cut your hand trying to take my crown. Like I said, it wasn't putting shit else in my cup. And what they did was a tester. That's funny because remember back in the days with American Gangster and shit, they had all those testers. And the coolest people was look at me. And then I was able to, like I said, I didn't feel, you know how they ask those questions, do you feel like you need to get up in the morning and have a drink or have a smoke or something? Do you feel like you need to get up? I know I feel like I need to go pee. May have a little coffee. You know, hopefully don't nobody try no stupid shit today. I'm hoping I need to have a great day when I rise. And I had a whole bunch of bitch niggas trying to stop that with this fucking Knight of Swords, yo. And the intuition told that. And everybody knows it, especially the wanted to be ass bitches. I have to talk about them like that because like I said, they were street people. I'm not trying to call in smoke, but this is the type of people we were dealing with behind closed doors. A regular person can't just murder somebody or plot to skip them out or sneak up in their house or place cameras and have bitches following and shit. And like I said, you know, each one teach one. It was a stepping stone, but your personal life for real, who you fucking, how you fucking, when you want to fuck, I'm a straight raw person. That's your personal business. You know, you should be of consensual mentality to yay or nay that thing. And anything after that is bitches want their heads ringed off, their necks. This could be ended for fuckers. Look, you can't make this up with the Queen of Swords. And that's the tower. The intuition, it was the tower. Because, like I said, everybody I meet, we connect with that combo there. Because we all got something in common. I about to say something in prison. A lot of people got jail mugs. I wouldn't care if it was just by mistake. Yeah, it's got a picture. You want life touch? Like I said, I just needed my money. I don't care who was getting it, and it's only fair. Mine ain't gonna touch no deficit. If we got billionaires, if somebody could give us all the dollars and still buy us a sandwich, look at this, the judgment. Come on, man, stop being stingy with other people's shit. On top of that, ain't we work hard enough for that? Look at all the stuff we look at by us, by people like us. Cause I ain't gonna just say it, cause I really don't know how I got here, but shit, somebody swam. Following people here. How you think they got here? That came with it. Them the secrets, the exposure, the sun, the mentor. Like I said, you can't secretly steal shit from nobody, especially the energy. Because I know when I pass off, that's why I got people sad when they see me. And I don't want you to be sad. I just want you to be thankful for life. And you can, if you, based on your depth in it, you can rejoice and start over. You know how many fucking times I had to start over? Read the damn niggas 5 years ain't shit. Quadruple that. So they're disappointed about, this represents a tower, the universe, and the merge of the information. Because I guess they must have thought because they were Hierophants and they were in these cults with the four wands that I was going to be afraid to expose them with the destiny and the judgment. Not when you trying to steal my shit and I'm really a saint. Y'all see that I'm a star for real. Can your granny run do some rounds with you? I'm not saying I want to be boxing and fighting and none of that, but is your granny aesthetically movable? Do you want to go roller skate, y'all? I'm talking for real the Tony Hawk's way. Let me see if you can jump that ramp. You can't make this up with the decisions. This my two of wands. Remember I lost my cards, y'all? Look, can you jump that ramp? Who's scared? Who holding back? Who want to learn? That's knowledge. For real. Travel. See when you travel, look. You resist the seven of swords. That's why they is feeling away. Because I connect with anybody. At least the first 2 seconds, the first 48. Then after that, they always end up like this. They put up a resistance. They seven of knives me. They prioritize a strategy to get hold to a motherfucker. Then my saints turn to sinners. That's why I told y'all to just take the loss. Here go the end to you. Look, here go the end to you. Look, this giving you something. You're under arrest for attempted anything, for harassment. I could charge everybody with fucking harassment. As vulgar as my vocabulary is. You ain't see me come in contact with that person, and if we was in proximity via phone tag, it's because they was following me. Look, it's like, hold on, where's she at? Hold on, look, we got to put ourselves in disguise. Oh shit, we been made. Look, we been made. You can't make this up. Look, damn, we can't even get up out of this. We might as well go ahead to the master. Like I said, shut the door on them. That's itchy. So, so the judgment to not resist They got married. They prioritized the way to steal from me. Like I said, I have some fraud ass relationships. And it is embarrassing, just so you motherfuckers know. It's not like, hey, I was that shit like, shit, damn, they know it was me, but they ain't got nothing to do with this here. Pepper wouldn't be up on here if I was one of them. Now, ain't that true? Didn't they learn their lesson? Don't it look like don't it look like they throw rocks and shit at me back in the civil rights movement? For real. Justice. Look, walking away from emotions, bringing justice to the table. Like I said, I'm not. But it is funny though. Anybody could be a Cain and Abel. Some of those things, like I said, the Bible, everybody's shit is contradictory though. It's how you live. Like I said, I respect Jesus though. Now, so you see, I ain't got struck down because I love his ways. I treat you like that's the part that mesmerizes and sticks with me the most. All that extra shit got to go. You know not to look back. Didn't I tell y'all about common sense? You know not to look back at a bitch. You just better have that donkey with you. The lovers, the empress. So somebody is very disappointed. This lover here, disappointed because I blew him out. Did you get married, fella? You remember that car accident? Like I said, everybody in in the interrogation room. How's your mom? Like I said, when somebody was doing that voodoo, bro, and I came into too much into proximity with too many of your peoples, because I could identify people from way back. This identifying people from way back, you can't make this up. Let me put this camera down some, y'all, so you can see these cards hit their table there. Right? Look, you can't make this up. Who was coming? Y'all got buried in my name? That was awfully stupid. And you know what? Since it was money like that, no cap, and you know that everybody need to be dead for trying to steal it because they kill you, get off for your change though. That's where the respect come in at. And that's why you gotta respect the man who money it is that caught the bitches in the cookie jar. Did they either get that bitch cut off or did they get beat to the ground for stealing out of the cookie jar? And when they robbed the bank back in the days, back Wild Wild West, they just got shot up. You didn't have to. The wanted was dead or alive. So whoever sent the shot, that's the one who got to go. I'm just putting the bird out. That's the memo. See? They wasn't getting away with doing that to all those people. Like I said, if I was a bad guy, then I could see niggas fucking me over. If I was a bad guy. But I wasn't. I just knew how to get the money and run. I'm not the one to lose the waste bullets. You ain't gotta throw no guns in no rivers or none of that. When you shoot with me dead. We need that bullet for that gun for something else. I'm not even playing, y'all. And it's not to be mean or none of that, but that's just how I be thinking. That's why I was like, yo, what is these people doing? And they was continuously stealing. And I was praying. Why you think God struck them down? Like I said, shit, they call me the Billie Jean. Things that were for them were not for me. Look, this is Billie Jean. There's somebody making something. She said I wouldn't be in here. Now, how many whores hang out at the library? You can't even knock that. For real, how many whores is in there popping pussy on the bookshelf? I'll kill me somebody in here though. Here's nice and quiet for that. It could get a little creepy at night. We gonna pop the pussy up. Which one of my One of my librarians getting about to spaz out teeth. That's why I told you to stay your stupid ass over there. You gotta have big discipline. Niggas ain't in no life horse, and if smart people are in libraries, only the dummies stay out. Even the badass kids are smart to come in here. It's a safe haven. We know where all of you are, especially you got that Apple phone. We tracking the shit out of you. So don't think you snuck to somebody's house and we ain't know where you actually was at. We just waiting on you to lie so we could tear that ass up. Family niggas. We got both sides. You gotta meet them where they are. Cause look at what the shit that they were raised on. Remember, allegedly Teletubbies and all those cartoons and stuff was really teaching them the opposite of what we thought we saw. Remember, everything ain't what you see. That's why you don't judge the book by its cover. You weigh it out, you evaluate it, or you're gonna end up like this. Especially when you get caught. I had to balance both of my sides, but it still stands out. I wish that I had like this metal hand with these with spikes in it and with glass like knives, and then or no, we can make it from diamonds, and I could do a slap challenge on them. See, and that's from even though we weren't the greatest level of all, I knew what things were used for. And I knew that it would be a time and a place where I can utilize it properly. And look at this. This was an interrogation room. The only thing we're not gonna do is shoot and stuff in here and fight. But I'll tell you, but my words are like shooting and fighting. Aren't that brutal? I was laughing at me. I woke up laughing at me. Like, did I really say that shit? I'm like, yep, you said it, and you go tell it some more. Go tell it on the mountains. Because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Like I said, I run into a lot of assholes, and I still make it to my destination in one piece. I'd rather lose this shit walking, you know what I'm saying, or with too much weight on me than instead of somebody trying to snatch it off. That's why I be practicing my kick. You see my kick, y'all? See how I showed y'all. Y'all wasn't watching? I was showing y'all the one of them self-defense moves you need to pick up on. Even if it's not self-defense. If somebody get too close to you, you can use that. If you don't feel right and you want to take the risk, you could try that shit out on them. Am I lying? Look, I'm successful. Look, the Terry guy, look at me, told myself wrong. Hold on, I can beat you and take them to the infirmary. They gonna come and look at it. That's why the ambulance be around me. Ain't nobody gonna get me an ambulance. I'm gonna give a bitch a heart attack. You're gonna have to do the CPR on them. This resuscitate. Look at how this look like. It's look like it's straddling a person, pushing in the chest. And choked them to death. Look, that shit fire. Because I told y'all, right? Y'all cartoons, so that's even better because I'm into that. Now tell me I'm not supposed to have my own money. And I wasn't trying to step on nobody's toes. I am wish fulfillment. And then don't this look like Stephen King? Don't he wear glasses too? All them smart people. Somebody going to jail about this. Oh yeah, y'all want to go to what Ghana? where them white girls at that like black dudes and think that they just cream of the crop. I'm not dissing you guys because it's some bad. Let me clarify something. Listen, you remind me, K-Mo. Listen, let me clarify some things. I ain't racist to you niggas. I'm just the bitches that try to play me. Now, if you want to stand next to a bitch ass nigga, you know that make you one, right? We got to keep it 100 with that. So when y'all dealing with these chicks, deal with them, but don't disrespect the next person because you didn't have a good episode with a specific person. That does not brand all. That's why I don't go off color or creeds and because everybody got background. Look at mine. I wouldn't have ever thought. I always prayed for life. I wouldn't have ever thought I needed or wanted somebody dead. In spite of everything I went through in my life, y'all, that was supposed to kill me. Look, this is a page of storage. That's me. The devil. That's the toxic situations. The Three of Swords, y'all. That's for me. The Eight of Swords. That's somebody being stuck, especially at a young age. Look, 9, with all the information and all the things that was hidden, that they bestowed fear not to say anything. That's why I said everybody could just go ahead now. Ain't nothing to be scared of. The devil walk with me too. You got one on each side. And when I'm speaking to them, I have to let them know that I know you, and there's nothing that you can do to supersede God. That's something you have to submit to. You have to go into your your childishhood, or whatever the case may be. I never found that shit to be comfortable as a kid. Like I said, you do everything in your power. You want to steal yourself a new brain. Look, my new beginning is protected. Look, at anything that they was trying to give me that wasn't of value, I was pouring that shit out. I asked God to renew the cup and to shine the light on the enemies. Look at the star. For real, I asked God to reveal my enemies, and it was easy for me to walk away. But I was like, damn, I don't know if they know I'm smoking my weed as I'm walking away. Like, yo, bitch, you know that I got to burn you with that same fire you set for me. I can't just walk away like that because I know what you did that disrespectful shit for. Look, you can't make this up with the fishy cup, bro. Look, ooh, with the Ace of Cups and the Justice in reverse. You know my card. I was trying to flip them right, but this is what they gave me: injustice in basically just the fuck shit, the ass into everything, even the $1.24 check, the $1.24 check that they give me from 124 from when they first started stealing this money, embezzling this money, because it's still a huge embezzlement. You've been caught, sweetheart. Look at how God dropped you in my hand. He gave me a cup, and I went and collected all of those fireflies. They were lit up. But me like, don't look. Look, come here, little firefly. Let me see what you got for me. I'm not even playing. I had to put an end to that. Like I said, let's get on TV. If y'all want to, this the real G. I can't tell nobody how to live their life, but guess what? If you fuck around and find out, you can get paid more than twice and take their life if they ever disrespect you like that. It's all how you do it. Embarrassment, like they try to do for me. Look at their karma. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands. Look at these messages hitting hard. Look at the burden they tried to put on me, got reversed back to them. I gave that shit right back. Like, here, hold on. I jumped from the sky, did a backflip, like how they got to jump off that trestle. Like, yo, here, like an acrobat. Look at that. Look, it came out like an acrobat. I got everything. Like, here, you get all this shit back. You know how you throw the nigga clothes out the window? I plus one of those moves, man. That's so funny. Oh. See, told you I could go anywhere, especially with my money. But if I ain't got no money, I can only go this far. Right here. Well, technically, I am everywhere. How many languages are actually in this library? It is, if it's real, did my peoples walk under this tunnel here? Word. Give me some. I wonder how I keep doing that, you guys. So, what do you got for us? Anyways. All right. I'm settled. And I am going to clean this up. Come on, get up off of there. Do I need to get up off of here? We playing cards. We at the card party. Look, okay. The Seven of Pentacles. Y'all ain't want to come look at the Eight of Pentacles. Come on, look at this work, y'all. Y'all wouldn't have came to my card party. You could only smoke weed and cigarettes in there. All that extra shit, get you shot up out of there. And we ain't talking about the bouncer with who anxious and discouraged, boy. 5 cup, they salty. Salty about pimping. Oh, don't be salty about me, chalice. Oh yeah, the knowledge on that chalice, man. Who else gonna give me something to drink? Don't that get tiresome, familiar bitches? So I forgot how many decks this is, y'all, in one. I had to make sure all my friends get a card. Ain't that fire? All my friends get a card, bro. Look, the 5 of coins and the 5 of wands. All my friends get a card. You know the bad ones. Anyways, how's it going on this dreary looking day? It still feels good outside. Oh yeah, you can't do anything without stealing from anybody else, stealing other people's money. With somebody else's guy, you can't have your own. Oh, y'all wanna go? Where we going with this one? Where y'all wanna? Who funeral are we going to? Hmm? Nah, that's not funny, y'all. I just make that's actual. Look, the challenge the conflict with the 5 of swords. Somebody wanted to challenge me with the tower about the 6 of swords, the funerals. Look, the 7 of cups. Look, the options. How you want? Yeah, you stuck. You getting locked up on that. It complex too, but it ain't. It don't have to be. If you let me. Come on now. Come on. I need some new legs. Wheelchair at. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. You got to be kidding me. I need some new legs. Nah, I do be jamming though. That shit is fire. That's why when y'all see me, like if people do see me in the public, like when I be joking on the bus and stuff, I am not crazy. But I'm quick on my draw, ain't it? With the challenge, the knowledge, the offer. Because people was trying to call me crazy and shit. Hope, praying, faithful. I just be having fun with my music. Like I don't have to entertain or be entertained by others, especially the ones who don't want to be doing this, who in the no fun zone. Yeah, we running into all these no fun zoners. That's your own fault and choice. You're not about to take mine away. With the night, look, the drama, the news, the 3 of swords. This could be the Knight of Swords. The information. Look, the Ace of Coins. The negative energy that the King of Coins conjured up. The King of Pentacles. Look, the negative energy with the Sun in reverse. Because of these days, see, that's when they knew grandpa and them. Like I said, American Gangster and shit, that shit's not a joke. How was I able to, I wanted to say weasel my way, you know, through the system. Look at my life. Yo, no, not one. You ain't about to tell me I ain't supposed to have my motherfucking money. In the court system, we know about my little interactions. But they was like petty larceny. Nigga, I ate a piece of candy and got caught. I ain't do the stupid shit you did. Oh yeah, yes I did. But that was self-defense. That's why I told you to watch who you fuck with. Cause that lick got to get back. Especially when you didn't swing the first blow. Ain't no way in hell you would want justice. I'm so serious. With the win, the victory, the 5 of swords. That's still a win. For real, a move forward. And then it's the hangman. For real. Moving forward in spite of being in poverty with the 5 of coins. Come on, I was making shit. All my life I grew up with the 7 of wands. I was holding it down. I always kept me a wand. 10 of knives. Look. I refuse to drop my motherfucking guards. Even though everything around me was being dropped with my 10 of swords that y'all gave me. That's why when I came back into the team, I'm like, yo, I know this shit might sound harsh, but look at the shit that these people were participating in. Whether it be young or old. Have no sympathy for somebody who don't have sympathy for themselves or the ignorant things that they possibly can do to harm another. You better be ready for the repercussions. You're not intruding into someone's house with a gun and think that we're not going to try to empty the fucking clip. Ain't no shooting one time or aiming for no fucking legs. We go and tear that bitch up. It's going to look like a AK-47 ripped through that bitch. We shooting everything. The car, the dog. Unfortunately, the kids will be in the bed or something. Anything on the lower level got to get leveled. You running out there coughing. You ever see some shit like that? Like I said, stop playing with people with the 2 of cups and the 4 of cups. The cutoff. How you block somebody with the 6, that make it the 6 of cups. That's protection. Y'all know the 6 of cups represents 2 kids in a little garden. That's a protection from God. You gotta have more than one way to skin a cat and protect yourself. How many times did you fall off that bike before you learn how to roll that bitch with the wheel again? Can't make this up. And it was in reverse. How many times did you fall off the bike? Let's make it make sense. Ace of Wands, the conductor. But I got Ace of Baton. Nobody wanted to be a conductor. They wanted to be the Knight of Cups. They wanted to be the conjurer. They wanted to get picked. When you conjuring something, you're picking. So you chose King of Wands, some big dick energy, right? That's what they call it. Somebody with big head thinking, somebody who think they was Machiavelli to conduct you. They broke your baton. It's in 2 pieces. And you don't even know, you're not even smart enough to make the nunchucks out of nunchucks. Or some steaks. So I can get hold to some of those vampires and those goddamn wolves. I'm just going far-fetched. But if it's real, I'll still do it. I believe in the zombie movie. These people are like zombies. Remember they didn't have foam, they had slime. Remember they was all that. Not just my man who said that they stole $5 million from him, not Mel. But the other ones that used to be down here before they damn near shut our downtown down. That was still another Family Dollar. Remember them? The ones that was shitting on the ground, I'm not playing. I need my fucking money. And then you can't love no shit like that with the Lovers card. The partners are conflicted for trying to win at all costs. What was y'all doing to those people? Like I said, they was even trying to do it to me. When I see this shit, I just let a people, for real, you know what? As tough as I am, that's how you know I'm tough. Because what if I were to kick somebody or hit somebody and say you wouldn't know I did it, but they'll have to tell you that I did it. And I'll have to lie. So it's like, What if I had a broke one of the ribs or something for watching somebody do some shit that they ain't know that I seen them doing? For real. That's what a person is expected from somebody. No, that's why I got somebody else that's gonna do better than that. I was just talking about just a whole just chicken move real quick, just to drop them to their knees for doing that shit. No copyrights to anybody music either, you guys. Even the damn commercials, I almost forgot that was even on. Look, alarms, attachment, the devil, the exposure. Look, the powerful change, the death. Ooh, it says you had a breakdown. Look, the page of cups. Ooh, the four of cups. The cutoff. Like you don't see that's not funny to you guys. So the death card is a powerful change that's been exposed. Y'all know why these people were, dying because the alarm rung the alarm. People always talk about what they worship and shit till they do you really see they never seen, I guess they never seen God before. Well, God at work because they were so busy being disrespectful and malice to people that they were cut off. Bitches was blinded till the sun came back. I told you, look, the whole fire, the Holy Spirit, the Son of God, nigga, came and struck lightning on bitches through the conversation with the Two of Cups. Am I not giving it to you? Because, like I said, the rap is not nice, and I don't think nobody got beat good, got a good whooping. There's no such thing as a good ass whooping. This is supposed to hurt. Man, if you ain't ready to die from an attachment that you got that send alarms to your ass, you need to cut it off. The change is hard, but it's worth it. And it doesn't matter if you got 13 years, 19 years. I don't care if you know a bitch all your life. All your life you grew up. Be 200. It's time to go. So and so. You be no longer memories. Memories. Oh, restore. You could restore if it's worth it, but for the most part, let that bitch be a memory. I'd rather be faithful to myself, y'all. I pray for peace and prosperity. That doesn't include you guys. Like, you got to want it for yourself and do it. When I say it doesn't include you guys, like, you got to pray for yourself. You could pray for other people, but most people, they just be trying to suck up some, God damn it, the Empress card, you're trying to suck up some energy. Say you're a nurturer. That's a giver. Somebody who feed the community. And we're sensitive to, with the Two of Knives, to the unseen. And it's like based on where you coming from and how you moving, we gonna know which way to swing that sword. I just got this shit. It's like the devil is like a pendulum. He be swinging back and forth. Like, all right, now you come over here. I'll gladly have your ass with the king of pentacles, the ace of pentacles. I'll gladly have you with the energy. Yeah, endless energy for the seven of nines. Who wouldn't live like that? Like I said, you should wash your face every morning and shit, or get that bitch slapped off trying to get up in somebody else's face. Look, slap them off. That'll get you put in jail. It's just funny, y'all. It is funny because this is how I fight. Five of Cups, I make you salty just with the words. Remember back in the days you couldn't drill nobody because you end up fighting? I'm going to say it one more time. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. For real, 3 of coins. That's continuation work. Look, destiny, the judgment. 6 of wands. Want me to choke you like this? Imagine me stick my finger in front of your nose. I told you I got something for everybody. I'm silly, but it's funny because I didn't know, you guys back in the days when I was dancing, I didn't know that that was actually a goddamn a workout to fight. So I never knew that I was continuing the karate, the little karate classes and shit that we used to take back in the days. That's fun and it's worthwhile. And then you be so busy with it, you ain't got time to kill nobody. You be done killed yourself. You feel worthy of that drink or that outfit or that halal. 2 of wands. You feel thankful for it's the choices people with the duel with the lovers and the empress. Look, the ability to archetype can't even mess around with people. 3 of wands, the patience, because you got to put in work. Like I said, I get sick of being around people who disregard the fact that they got to work to get what they need. Talking about with the timeline here, the 9 of wands. I'm like, you want to retire? That's a red flag for Pepe. Because mind you, I'm online talking about these liars. Like these people are invested, putting my money like it's nest eggs into these bastards' accounts for the due diligence that they did, and they ain't really got no real grips on the money. Because look what they invested it in. I'm not trying to be funny. I would have had those buildings sparkling and everything. We all would have had jobs. Is the goal to, just kill off the population of people? Are we doing this genocide thing again? That's a question that we should ask. Because I need my motherfucking money. These people really played themselves. And when I think about, oh man, I almost, excuse my French, you guys. All these niggas and these bitches, right? All these crackers and shit crumble up my goddamn money. Look at this shit, y'all. Y'all don't feel away? A pair of motherfucking sweatpants is $1 and a bitch got to get a hand me down. A pair of socks is $1. You mean to tell me they got to take some shit that they just found? A bitch got to give them a pair of size 22 shoe and they wear like a 6. If y'all don't get to killing yourself up and give me my shit, man, I don't even know how to even process this. I be feeling the way. Look, 4 coins disregard. Y'all sitting there holding somebody else shit back, disregarding my work with the 8 of pentacles. And it say work on it. And the thoughts is the 5 of cups. Both of our end. Like I said, 99 bottles of beer on the wall. I ain't got to do that shit. And when I feel like it, I should be able to do it with the judgment and the celebration. And that's the Queen of Wands. With that, that's a business. And being able to balance all the emotions. Like I said, when I get on here and I think, y'all ain't never been like have bitches literally disregard the driving laws and shit, trying to run red lights and shit to hit you and shit, nigga. And they bitch asses don't pull over and get out their cars. And if they did try to get out, they might try to come in groups and shit. That's why I told them bitches to sit that ass down. And I'll be coming out. So, chicks like style. Let's get that. That's how cause if I was a thief, look, I could steal your friends. I'd be fly as a bitch. And I know how to do everything, unfortunately, but not everything. Like I said, I can't fully handstand and shit, but I could do the rest. And I could get a degree and dress. That's why I want these bitches dead that put it to the test with their 3 of cups. Who want to get in the middle? Then they dive in it. I know this shit get deep, and I know that they got them mad, but I got them. They got me mad. This got them mad. Like I said, I wasn't trying to diss nobody till I found out about look the fraud. I got them mad. Look, the betrayal, the misers. For that seven of swords, that's exactly what I was around with the this. Well, those are the decisions that they made because they had the choice with the two of wands. They could have been the queen bitch, whether it was male or female. That's crazy too, right? Like I said, don't try to go against yourself. You strong, you stand a strong possibility of winning. You looking for motherfuckers like they be right there, like there I go. You be like, no, that ain't you, nigga. That ain't you. Look past it, your piece of you ain't past it through. You cannot get through the toll booth. Gotta be at peace with yourself. These people don't have inner self-respect. That's how I was crying. Like the drive, the chariot. God forced this in y'all face. Y'all gonna eat this shit here. This the Ace of Cups. You gonna eat this, nigga. This the proposition right here. What you going through? You want what you going through? You want a 5 of Wands? You want me to cut them hands off? 5 hands is 10. How much I get a hand? Since we doing body parts, how much for one of them hands? And y'all know I can carry a lot. I can hold a lot of weight. Like I said, them motherfuckers is liabilities to this asset. I need my goddamn money. Look, this Jim card. This the justice though. Am I lying, y'all? I gotta keep these right. With the 10 of Pentacles, plenty. Look, I can make 10 hands. How much I get fun? Because you know I can make something out of the hand and make it more exotic. Because I take exotic drugs. With the strength guy, look, what I take, I don't think they could handle that shit. Look, 9 coins. Look, I use a lot of it too. I'm abundantly overindulging in my addictions. Look, manifestation, look at me. I be so motherfucking high, I be red. See? My head popped off. This blood on top, nigga. Now that's funny though. I'm just playing. But it's real though what I'm reading off of these cards because that's how those people want you to be. That's not a flex. If you're not like in this state of mind doing it. Imagine walking with no shoes on. The 2 of Wands. Imagine the resolution. Imagine walking with no shoes. The betrayal, the misers, the fraudsters. That's how they really be ending up. Like a lot of people too. Unfortunately, they started using those drugs and shit. But those was like millionaires and stuff, and then they decided to go to the party, and they never left. They were still chasing that high. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know how to tell did he know, and then they got tied up, and now everybody crying, looking for something after they done spent all the rations that they were rightfully supposed to have. Because you got paid for the job already. Nobody want to, or you got the credit, and now you don't want to pay for the old high. Remember that one? Nobody don't want to pay them bills. See, that's why we in deficit with the guide and awareness and the thoughts. Look, the 8 of Swords. Look all this shit. Look how I was protected. I'm like, this motherfucker, I might not got it, but I know what he doing with it ain't right. He or she doing with it. I know that shit ain't going to be successful. And so who y'all try to get next with the 3 of Coins? I know that shit wasn't going to be successful, even with your LLCs. Y'all should have resisted that travel. Remember they went and did their little convents with their little tarot chick shit. Remember what was that for? Was that to do a seance to steal from like the small fries? Like I said, this is just a natural thing I do. This my high right here. I just do this shit. I be walking like da, 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 da. Like a flower child. I don't be that shit ain't nothing that you could save. Like, oh, I'm gonna put this up till I'm gonna cook this later with this. No, you put that shit out there, you right on site. Endless. Look, right on site with the priestess. And that's how you keep them on balance. I'm gonna take a breather in. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back. Look. Oh, it's a tower, you guys. Huh? About the police watching us. I told you, I'm special, bitch. Look at my hair. You know what red mean? Y'all supposed to be dead. I said I'm not hiding. So hi, friends. I need a new wig though. Need my back ends. I'm going back in. But look, and oh, okay. So, oh, I love you too, you guys. Look, they fighting for me. I know that's right. Get them out my house. This the raid too. Put them clean up out my condominium, out my mansion. And don't let them set it on fire neither. Y'all thought I was playing about them insurance fraud. Don't even give them their check. That shit mine. So if they houses worth for 100,000 with insurance fraud coverage, Cavett, I got more money than that book. Yeah, this might sound big here, but I got more money than that. That was like my pocket change. I promise y'all that. And then besides the money being left, it gets beyond it. The reason why I wanted that is for the work that I put in on top of working towards, I knew something that, hurt bitches' feelings. This a hurt feeling. Two bitches was crying when they see my shit. They was like, damn. All of that get cup runneth over. Only because I was a good Samaritan, y'all. In spite of my shortcomings. Motherfuckers knew that I give a bitch the boot, and I do by any means necessary too. Especially when it came to the loot. Like I said, I was paying rent since I was a kid. So we wouldn't have no problems. My mother got hired in the next bitch. When the cocaine was pure. I'm just saying. I seen them with them straws, y'all. And the other bitches just was in awe. They probably was asleep or fucking on each other and stuff. People used to sleepovers and shit. Like I said, I want my goddamn money. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. But you shouldn't have came over here and I ain't had to sell out too. And if this is a sellout, where's my loot? Where's my sit it down in the parachute like they used to do that weed. And I should have dropped some shit in my yard. I would have still been on. Huh. But that shit that's eating the people from the inside out? What ain't karma? Oh no, here they just got the fentanyl. Like here, just take this. Or one shot, one hitter quitter. Like, yo, let's try to do this as quiet as possible. Like I said, they wasn't playing with me. I was watching them wheeling bodies out. You don't know how out you will be up if every other second you hear about, bodies like literally at your doorstep. You gonna go to sleep? So I got me some glasses. I said, what the fuck? I was all hanging out the window and shit. I was real nosy. And I'm not even that tight. I had my phone on speed dial 911, even though I know they weren't coming. That's why I made them cocktails and shit. Like I said, I learned. I was back in the days with different strokes from Mr. Drummers, MASH and shit. Yo, I had to know how to fight. Just in case. I got better over the time, y'all. Look, this is having to learn something to protect yourself at all costs, especially when you're out in the cold. But I gave it to God. Look, I gave it to God. Like, God, ain't no way. Please don't let them get away with this. Ain't this God? Is there a God? I went to the north, south, east, and west looking for God. And we found him. Looked like, oh God, this all of the God. Damn, all of this God. They look at all of it, all that. Look at the weight that it carried. Y'all can get mad as y'all want to. I'll slap the shit off somebody with a stick. That came from God. Do I just walk around acting crazy? It's just funny though, and I'm glad that it scares people. Like, look at the bones on the neck. I got to upgrade, so you may see some extra pieces, you guys. I got to reestablish this because I'm literally falling apart. But I don't think I get rid of the bones because I had them since doing this shit. This actually was a Halloween project. I was playing around for Halloween. That's how I ended up with this. I was like, oh shit, this will really scare people. Just to keep a bitch back. I know I had some people used to be walking like with the eyes down, like, because I know that they were propositioned too, like to try to hurt me, but they see I be fly as a bitch, like, no, I ain't gonna do that, and then I'm not disrespectful, and then I be looking like that. Especially like I said, my sons. I never got to have a son, and I don't know how anybody will feel to not be a son anymore. But I'm quite sure that people wouldn't want to run on that if they on that type of time and they see the type of shit that I could get them to explore. It's like, shit, that's my mom now, especially when I'm more alluring in a sense. Shit, you got to play them cards right. Like, don't disrespect me. Walk away from whatever a bitch sent you for because they're wrong and they're going to do it to you. You're actually getting the shitty end of the stick. If you look at how I play my cards, that's why they wish they would have stole from this. And they didn't want the exposure. That's why they tried to steal my cards. Like I said, you got black people want to be white. That's for the ladies, y'all. I ain't know no damn. I don't know no niggas want to be like that. And it's not for everybody. Like I said, that shit is sad. Be yourself. Shit, black bitches got flat asses too. Some of them can't cook too. What the fuck? Clean up. All of you got the one thing in common, a funky cup. Like, who wants that? And your haters. That's why you need to give it to God. Even if you got to hang it up. Stop hating on people and everything. Engaging in toxicity. Because we can't grow anything. And they don't know how to do shit. So to be like, oh, she know how to do this. Let me go stop her. Oh, you know how to do that? Let's hold on. Let's get him in the cut and get him shot up. Let's get ourselves indicted for the murder of our friends. This how the devilish people be thinking. That's why I'm not playing with nobody. I work for mankind. Even though I don't like those guys. Certain kinds, I don't like that kind. You know that candy that's nasty? How about that one with that big strawberry, that big cherry in the middle? The box of chocolate that they used to trick us with? That's for grown-ups only? No disrespect to the man, that shit's horrid. But that's what they used to do. My mom them used to have that. Like, yo, you bite into it, you think you got pizza. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It looked like this hair inside. And this my mama too with the candy. Like, yeah, now you better eat it because you shouldn't have asked for it. She knew it was gonna be nasty. See, that's what you get. That's what other people business. That's how I learned to stay away. Like, okay, maybe that's not for me. I better concentrate on what I have. Because you might not like that. Right? Look, you might not like that kind. You don't know if this is gonna be a good or a bad thing with the smoke off of it. Look, you might not like that kind. And then what you gonna do? You could be stuck with it with a leverage card. Or you can stand on business and redirect your energy and everything. Plant your own garden. You guys play too much. That's why we want people dead. I know your lady's like, why do you keep saying that? Because that's my slogan now. So when you see me, that's what you be saying. Say what up though. Now I'm just playing. But I just really like the hair. It's funny. I really like red hair. We had that option back in the days, even when they were stealing. Like I had red hair one time, but we didn't have the option to, explore and do good fun things. So I do it now as an adult, which works better in my favor. Look, I do it now as an adult. So with the messages coming in, impulsively. So it's investigative. So somebody know about, oh, you know about money on them stealing my money and stuff. Y'all know the real Slim Shady? Do it matter, y'all? I'm the real Slim Shady. Like I said, these people do need to be outside. Look at how they treated the shit that they had. And they stole it. The devil gave them. So see, the devil would have gave me some. When he gave me something, I took good care of it. Everybody know me. Everybody know me to clear what they smoking me. It was scary though. I was praying. I was like, God, please, whatever situation, please let me make it out here. I was trying to start a business then, you guys. And anybody that wanted to try to play me and ride with that lie need to be dead, and they are damn near dead. Now, where you know me, bitch? Look, where you know me from? And if you do know me, you better be one of the good ones, because I ain't had no bad ones though. But at least so they pretend. Get the outcome of the coke sniffers, the fiend friends. Look to the end. Like, hold on, look, this how they having their crack fights now. Like, you nigga, you sniff all that? No, nigga, you sniff all that? This wasn't supposed to come back like this, but you sniff that? Nah, that's mine. Like, well, I'm about to go and get some more. Till they go party and sniff up some more, and then they never come back until everything's gone, broken and scorned. Need I say more? We can lock them up. They off balance. Like I said, they wanted to live. They wanted to get on CCTV. Mm-hmm. Who's that girl? In my Madonna voice. Who's that girl? Ooh, you cannot make this shit up. And after these messages, I'll be right back. Remember that commercial, y'all? Pause.